Welcome to Deeply Disgusted. And in today's episode, we're going to discuss the famous gang leader Big U's son getting gunned down in LA around Halloween. I was told that the gunman actually had a Halloween mask on, but this is what happens when you're in a certain culture and you still got family around that culture. It's bound to happen to you. So we're going to react to the family TV and their reenactment to other multiple videos of Big U's son getting gunned down. And y'all stay tuned and y'all subscribe also to the family TV because he makes good videos. I watch them all the time. And let's get to it. Let's go.
He wouldn't give them his DNA, so they had to serve him a search warrant to get his DNA.
Get out, and then they have to have an experience before they realize I should have checked in.
Yeah.
Entertainment industry and a youth charity to further his own criminal enterprise, an enterprise engaged in murder, extortion, robbery, human trafficking, COVID fraud, and other felonies. Mr. Henley and several other individuals linked to him and his criminal enterprise were charged in a criminal complaint with federal racketeering conspiracy. Mr. Henley is a fugitive, and he is currently wanted by federal law enforcement. Other individuals linked to his criminal enterprise were arrested today, approximately 10 defendants who are charged in various indictments. Again, Mr. Henley is a fugitive. 4 defendants are in state custody and will be transferred into federal custody, and we are still seeking Mr. Henley and another fugitive.
See, if y'all don't know, Big U's, he's a big Crip leader in LA. They're called the Rolling 60s. And he was just indicted from the federal government, from the feds, the HSI, you know, all of them, for racketeering. And guess what? Guess what? He was using nonprofits. You know all of y'all that go in my comments and say, nonprofits helps the people. He was using the nonprofits, the same ones that says help the black boys with toys. Yeah, those. He was using those to increase his criminal enterprise after all those book bag giveaways in the hood.
You know, fam, they say one of the worst things in life is having to bury your own child. That's pain no parent should ever prepare for. But imagine it being worse. Not only do you lose your kid, but you can't even be there to say goodbye. Not because you don't love them, but because your own choices made you unavailable. You behind them walls, hearing that your baby gone, and there's nothing you can do. You can't hold him. You can't see him. You can't even stand over the casket. At that point, it ain't just guilt. It's torture. It's them what ifs that keep playing in your mind. What if I never took that route? What if I was home? What if I could have stopped it? And that kind of pressure, man, it'll eat your spirit alive. I can only imagine. Now, recently I came across a story that hit me hard. Because this one right here ain't just about the streets. It's about karma, choices, and pain coming full circle. A well-known figure out of California. A man respected, feared, and at times admired. Sat behind bars on a massive federal case when the unthinkable happened. His son gunned down outside a smoke shop, caught on camera, on Halloween. The same city he once controlled through power and fear now became the same place that took his child. Now what's crazy about all this? In the video we once covered, I'll leave the link in the bio, we went over that indictment. We talked about the murder that's in that indictment. Another child of another man who was accused of being gunned down by Big U, according to the feds. Crazy how life work, huh? Today.
See, Big U was accused of gunning down his son's childhood friend. Like, not hiring other Crip members to gun him down. The feds accuse him of picking him up from a studio in not Las Vegas, in Vegas. And I said Las Vegas. And he basically drove the boy down a long road. You know how Vegas is with the deserts. Y'all watch my movies. And he shot him point blank in the car, threw his body out the car, dragged his body from the car all the way deep into the desert, and he buried him on the side of the road. According to the reports and the allegations of the feds, not according to Deeply Disgusted.
There we go over this story. We also check out what's the update on Big U's case. Talk about his upbringing, his two sons, the one that made it out, and unfortunately, the one that followed his son's footsteps. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. Before the feds ever came knocking, before the courtrooms any indictments, this story started with a murder. January 25th, 2021, a cold morning in North Las Vegas. Police discovered the body of a young man shot multiple times and dragged into the desert saying his name, Rayshawn Williams, an aspiring rapper signed to Big U's record label, Unique Music. But see, 5 days earlier, according to this indictment, Rayshawn Williams had recorded a diss song. In it, he mocked Big U, talked about being shot in the face, bragged about a 38 with no trace. To most people, it's just lyrics. But in the streets, that kind of disrespect can get you killed. Now for those who don't know, to give you a little backstory on how that day went down, witnesses say that RW and Big U were at a studio together that night at around 12:37 a.m. When Big U leave the studio, 20 minutes later, his phone goes dark. No GPS, no calls. And then almost an hour later, his phone pings, again near the same studio. That same time frame, 48 minutes, is exactly how long it takes to drive from that studio to the desert off I-15 and back. By 2:30 a.m., Big U's back at the studio, drenched in sweat, telling the security guard he just came from the gym. The next morning,
Imagine leaving the studio and your phone goes dark. Then your phone cuts back on 40 minutes later, the exact same time it took you and the boy to drive to that location where his body was found, and then your phone is miraculously turned back on. Then you go back to the studio and you're sweating, and the security guard like, "Yo, Big U, you okay? Anything? You all right? You was running from somebody?" He's like, nah, this came from LA Fitness. I was just doing, a few crunches, and I just was going in. Instead of telling him that he might have buried a body of his son's childhood friend in the Vegas desert.
W's body is found, shot in the face, no shell casings, just like he rapped it. Nobody got arrested. It would seem nobody talked about it except RW's family. But that murder, that one act, would come back years later to open a much bigger door. Since that date between then and 2024, what seemed just like another street killing sparked something way bigger. Behind the scenes, the FBI and the Los Angeles Gang Task Force started watching. They weren't just looking at one death. They were tracing a pattern. Over the next few years, they gathered phone taps, GPS data, and wire transfers. They talked to a witness, some from the streets, some from the industry, and little by little, a picture formed. The feds say Big U had been running a network they call the Big U Enterprise, a combination of muscle, money, and manipulation. They allege he extorted rappers, athletes, and even Hollywood producers under something known as the check-in system. According to them, everyone coming to LA who didn't check in risked being robbed, pressed, or publicly humiliated. And at the same time, they say it's non-profit developing options, the same group meant to help the community, was being used to move money, pay off associates, and hide it.
Yeah. It's the same story we hear all the time in the black and the brown community. We're not gonna bring more police into you to harass you. We're just gonna bring a whole bunch of nonprofits and give book bags away. While the politicians, Big U is not, he's a little fish in it all. The politicians are the biggest nonprofit holders. And let me tell you something. They are laundering money all through their nonprofit. the same money that you give them to help them save the community, they're buying stocks and options and trying to separate their family away from your family by moving into exclusive neighborhoods. Meanwhile, you're still wishing and hoping the nonprofits will help you.
Illegal earnings. Now, of course, in a previous video, we later elaborated on who the victims were in the indictment. Of course, I'll leave the link in the bio. But on wiretaps, Big U can be heard bragging about, quote, being a hunter of the rolling 60s, talking about having paperwork on people, meaning he knew who was cooperating with police. The feds started tying everything together. The murders, the robbery, the fake charities, and even that 2021 Vegas killing.
LA, that's one of the cities you got to be on point.
Right.
Like, you gotta be like, especially with it being so political and the politics out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one spot I don't play. Like,
They said it's more dangerous right
This what
now
I'm telling
with
you, bro.
3 o'clock in the afternoon and 3 o'clock in
this
the
was
morning.
the first time I ever went to LA. I went out there to shoot the party video.
Word.
Right. They knew what time I landed. They knew what hotel I was at before I landed. Listen, bro, the first time I go out there, so flying with TIG, Fly was like, man, we gotta go pull up on the U. So we're going to Crenshaw High School, but then he got the football kids out there. So okay, I know Crenshaw the blue side. When we first pull up, I see him and Wack talking, and in my mind I'm like, I thought it's Blood versus Crip. These niggas sitting here talking, having a conversation.
Right.
So my mind fucked up. This is my first time going out there. He was like, yeah, man, we knew what time you landed. I was like, oh yeah, this shit different. He was like, yeah, you over there? You in the hotel room? Then what you call to get your bag? Ain't your driver? I was like, oh yeah, this shit different. So at the same time, I say that to say, that checking in should be real. So, cause like, I kid you not, my word, what y'all say, word to mother? Word to mother.
We don't say that anymore.
My bad, but like, to let you know I ain't playing, I ain't paid no money. All he wanted me to do was just take pictures with the kids, the football kids, and it be little shit like that. Like, niggas be thinking check-in, oh, you got to pay. They just want you to show the community like you're still able to be reached. You know what I'm saying? So after that, I went out there that time, I ain't never had no problems from that first time. You know what I mean? No problems. Like, even when I...
Oh, wow. Wow. So LA is so connected, gang connected. Cause if y'all don't know LA, everybody's is in a gang. It's a lot of gang. Even the people in the airport that work in the airport are gang members. That is their local place to work. So he pulls up in this Big U, and we all know Whack 100. He into it all. They're talking, and they know all his information. They know everything about his whole trip, from the airport ticket to when he landed to where he got his bags. And instead of having him pay a ransom or fee, they just want him to take pictures with the kids. But that's only him. They let him off easy, probably because they like this music. But other people, that is what we got to focus about. What those people had to do in order to enjoy their time in Los Angeles.
I go out, I still got my dudes I check in with, hey bro, I'm here, bro. If I need anything, you know what I'm saying? Woo. But that shit protocol, man. Even when I come out here, I got my dudes I call. It's everywhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? I done been in a lot of these spots more than one time, bro. I've been doing this shit for 10 years, so a lot of these spots I done been to 3 or 4 times, so I've accumulated friends, like niggas I fuck with, like, I feel like you my brother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they gonna make something straight. You know what I mean? So, man, we can't never let our guard down, bro. A city...
Fast forward to March 17, 2025, and the hammer finally drops. The Department of Justice unsealed a 107-page federal complaint against Big U and 7 other alleged members of his circle. The charges read like a movie script: RICO conspiracy, Hobbs Act robbery, human trafficking, fraud, and tax evasion. In that same indictment, the murder of R.W., the Vegas rapper who dissed him, was officially listed as part of the Racketeering Acts. The feds called it a message killer, meant to protect the organization's image through fear. They even accused Henley of ordering security footage to be destroyed from the studio, coaching witnesses to stay quiet and intimidating anyone who might talk. For years, he'd been seen as a community mentor, getting city grants, speaking at schools, and organizing youth sports. But now, the government was calling it all to the front, saying he
getting city grants. How many of y'all out there that's working hard, good citizens, and you can't get no city grant? But they give it to somebody that's famous, all because he's a big giant Crip leader and he says he wants to help the black boys with toys. He says that he wants to help. So because of his celebrity status, they gave him everything. They gave him grants. They okayed his nonprofit, and they supplemented it because they felt that he will control the gangs and, make sure these kids don't join gangs. But at the same time, he used it to recruit more gang members.
Things couldn't get worse. Halloween, October 31st, 2025, life spin the block. When Big U sat in federal custody, waiting to fight for his freedom, tragedy struck again. His son was shot and killed outside a smoke shop in California. A spokesman from the Los Angeles Police Department stated that the officers were dispatched to the intersection of 69th Street in South LA at around 11:11 p.m. for a shooting call. The victim, described as a 34-year-old black male, walked up to the suspect vehicle in a Halloween mask when an unknown suspect or suspects shot at him. The LAPD spokesperson confirmed the suspects then fled in an unknown direction. The department spokesperson added that the victim was pronounced dead at the scene.
So he knew them. If he walked up to the car and then all of a sudden they started shooting at him, don't you think one of the suspects probably called him to the car? Maybe it's a car that he's familiar with. That's not normal.
Identified as Jabari, baby Huey Henley.
Blue rag, the balls in a pair of Gucci. I got the 12-4-5, I'm calling my groupies in the trash. Up the booth, old dog and ice cube. I see too many movies, and I don't want.
Y'all want to sign too, Grimy? Look at these two dudes. Huey.
Oh, look at Nipsey Hussle. Wow. Classic footage.
And Nipsey Hussle.
Still listen to his music today. If y'all didn't listen to a Nipsey Hussle album, especially the last one, yeah, you missing out on a lot of good hip hop.
What is that, girl? What you filming on? That's
I'm on Instagram. Oh, Instagram.
Looking up. You say got it.
Ain't nut. I love nut though. Y'all
well-known Crip got killed tonight. He has one son that plays for the Chargers and one son that does not, and I don't know which son it was that got killed. I think it's the son who doesn't play for the Chargers.
Of course it's the son that doesn't play for the Chargers. The son that plays for the Chargers, trust me, right? He's in practice. He's working on things. He's trying to perfect his craft. And he's most likely was in the house sleep. It's only the son that's still out in the streets. The son that's going to carry on his father's reign. Somebody got to carry it on when he leave. Because what Big U was creating was a criminal enterprise. I'm actually shocked that he only have two sons. But then again, he's a man. We don't get pregnant, so maybe there's more out there. I don't know.
The same man once accused of ordering violence according to the feds now lost his own child to it. Caught on camera, same streets, same cycle. No matter how strong your name is, no matter how respected you are, you can't out-control karma. You can't outrun the consequences that come back to your doorstep from crime.
Nope. You in that lifestyle, you survived. You after 30 and you survive. Move far away. Make sure your family's hidden. Make sure nobody even know that you even have kids. Just disappear. Disappear. Because when you live in that type of lifestyle, and you're still in your 40s and 50s and 60s. I mean, you got a son that's 34 years old and you still stay around the same neighborhood that you gang bang in, you you gotta be crazy. You have to be crazy.
You already know. I'm off to the next one. Peace.
We got the media team in here. We're the media
team, we got content. TV's in the go. We got TV in the go.
You looking for that fire Clubhouse content? Well, you need to subscribe to the home. Hey, yo, Clubhouse TV. Let's get to the content.
That's a good one.
in the block. Damn, Chuck, it shit got worse for Big U right now.
What
They
happened?
just killed his son.
Get out of here.
He dead right now, 69th and Big. Nigga just called me.
So you said Big U's son is dead?
Yeah, baby U, yeah. Boy, it just got worse for Big U.
What happened?
They just killed his son.
Oh no!
Listen,
The football
Dead,
player?
man.
Oh my God! How many sons does he
man, they
have?
got a son.
He got 3 sons.
It's not the one that play ball, is it?
Nah. It's the little, it's baby Huey, the one used to be rapping. The little one, but yeah, he got the oldest one, Michael, and then his baby Huey, then it's his youngest son that play ball. Killed that nigga on 69th and Fig.
Oh,
Yeah, he wasn't supposed to be over there though. I know they got a video. Let me see. I know they gonna see this.
all right. Shit, that's crazy.
That shit wild.
Yeah, it is. Damn. Gotta be so careful out here, man. Gotta be mindful of where you are and everything. I'm sorry for that. I don't know what's up, but damn. I think I just don't like the thought of life being lost.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he dead. They shooting him up. He's gone. At the smoke shop.
What made him go to that one?
Well, probably been over there playing around on Fig, fake pimping. Yeah. Think about it. He figured from there, that's probably the closest he can get to his neighborhood. He go too far up, he getting too deep. You know, the Hoovers kind of overrun that whole shit, but the further you get up, then you got to worry about the Devil Lanes and you know what I'm saying?
But Wack, you think they were trying to get him?
Of course.
Oh wow.
Yeah, or he probably did something, said something, got into it with a nigga. You know, that's the thing about gangbang kids who got reputable dads. They think that means something all the time. Yeah.
Ain't nothing safe over there. Like, this is not the time just to be sliding and moving around and trying to push their gangster. Okay.
Was he a member or was it just a son?
Hey, bro, I went on my live. What I just tell niggas? Well, you different, bro.
Yeah, what happened? What?
What's going on, huh?
Claiming shit online.
Whoa, what are you doing?
Yeah. It don't look like it was the Hoovers.
What? But that seemed like it's some weird shit. Like somebody, hey, just go claim it online real quick. So take it off us.
That's that clout chasing shit.
Dude, claim the body online.
Cloud chase. That's all cloud chase. I hope nobody really did that.
What hood claimed it?
Shit. Smaller hood, but more dangerous.
I think I already know what you're talking about.
From the other side of the street. Yeah, this bad business. This nigga straight dropped the video. Straight claim this shit. Look at that. But we know what that street is when we see it. Just know what's up. Dead homies. I did it.
Put a target on every level.
What?
Man, nah, it's just wild. It's wild, but
it's the New Testament.
Hey, this is wild.
Something new.
I'm gonna be real. The era of families having to look at their people's dead bodies fresh is crazy.
And have people making videos of it, commentating it, and doing everything they can.
Man, imagine the last dude get killed in the front seat of the car. They had the nigga in the front seat of the car, slouched over.
That's a fact. They're from Inglewood.
Yeah. No, it's from
You talking about Indian Red Boy?
Nah, the nigga just a couple weeks ago.
Oh, recently, yeah.
And it's crazy. I'm sure back in your time, you didn't really see nothing. The only place you could see is on the news. Now they could post 8 different videos, 20 different videos online from that right there, exactly when it happened. That's crazy. Families got to see that moment. That's wild.
I'm trying to see who would blow their hood up like that.
Yeah.
That's a game. It's a game until it ain't.
Ain't no game, right? You need their ass whooped. But why would you put that up there on the thing like that? It's crazy.
Clout.
That cloud gonna get you killed. Ain't gonna be no praise.
Nuts.
Put all type of targets on you. And I don't really know nothing about it too much, but from what I gathered, I know Big U's kind of a bigger person, and is still not the biggest, but a bigger person. So somebody trying to claim that instance, they're thinking that's gonna give them points, like more points.
Oh, definitely give them points. Damn.
That's just to do when the family already going through what they're going through. You think that shit a game was already hurt.
Nah, you missing the point. Our streets is full of hate. They want you to hurt more.
Exactly.
They was hurt before.
Thank y'all for watching. Stay tuned to the next one. RIP to Big U's son. That was Whack 100 giving his commentary on the whole situation. Y'all like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. Deeply disgusted.